Hey everybody, Billy Bobby here. Okay, now, we want to piggyback off the last video and first talk about something that Bret did in the video, and it just proves the point of how they dramatize things and how they make it so much bigger than it is, when in reality they should just leave it alone. Because if you really think about this, people, if you really think about it, if Tonic would have just came on and said, listen, I was stuck in the storm, it flooded, and, you know, I lost my clothes, I lost my Twitch, it was just a horrible experience, I don't want to even discuss it, it was just a horrible experience, and left it like that, nothing else would have happened. All these back and forth would have happened. But he had to embellish, he had to make it bigger than, alright? And that's what happened when people get greedy, they make it bigger than, when it didn't need to be bigger than. He was in a fucking hurricane, he survived, it was flooding, and I never want to experience it again, and that's it. He could have just left it like that. But no, he had to go on and on and on. And what happened there was, he told the story, but then people started to nitpick at it. So then he had to change it. And then people nitpicked at it, then he started to change it again. So every time he had to manipulate shit, when in reality, he wouldn't have needed to manipulate anything if he would have just stuck with the facts, which is, I was in a storm, there was flooding, I got out of it, I lost some shit, and there you go. That's it. That's it. But no, they want to go on and on and on and on and on. And this is what we tell all of you. Just let them keep talking. They'll sink themselves. So, back to Bret. So, Bret, well, let's watch this clip right here.
You don't get that under your eyes grifting. Like, I'm looking at you. I've honestly never seen you like this, my friend.
Right.
This, don't take this wrong, please. This beaten, this tired, like I could see your face, son. Like those dark things under your eyes.
Man.
So, look at your eyes, and don't take it the wrong way. Look at your dark circles. You look worn out. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, now we're going to play the next part of that, the ending, in slow-mo, and then see what we see.
You don't get that under your eyes grifting. Like, I'm looking at you. I've honestly never seen you like this, my friend.
Right.
This, don't take this wrong, please. This beaten, this tired, like I could see your face, son. Like those dark things under your eyes.
Man.
Right there. Where's the dark circles? It was the fucking damn cat that was casting a shadow underneath his eyes. But Bret took it as, look at the dark circles. Oh my god, you're dying. I want to suck your dick before you die. Oh my god, can I suck it real good, Tonic? Oh shit. I was expecting the fucking, sad music. And for $10, you can buy this poor soul that has dark circles under his eye his new mic that he can suck on it all day long. Just for You see, this is what people, you see the drama, and I bet you a lot of you are like, oh my god, yeah, look at the dark circles, oh my god. See, but when we look at things, we look and we observe. If you say he has dark circles, we're gonna make sure that that's dark circles and not a shadow. And guess what? It was a shadow, but he made it into a big fucking damn spectacle event. I mean, let's do it one more time.
You don't get that under your eyes grifting. Like, I'm looking at you. I've honestly never seen you like this, my friend.
Right.
This, don't take this wrong, please. This beaten, this tired, like I could see your face, son. Like those dark things under your eyes.
Man. I haven't slept in 2 days because of this shit.
All right, Terry. I just wanted to point that out.
God, people, you see the drama? You see the drama? Oh my god. Alright, so moving on. And like John Marvel says, now for the main story. Oh shit. Now for the main story. Now let's talk about this thing that keeps going around and around and around about why did she, care if he was safe, why she was talking to him, like if nothing happened. Okay, let me say this, and listen carefully, people. People in a marriage, a husband or wife could actually assault one another sexually. Quick insert. Okay, we found something we thought maybe explains it better in regards to marital, people being married and sexual assault. Okay, it says here, Is all sexual conduct within a marriage or committed relationship consensual? This question is perhaps a true underlying source of confusion. For some, it is hard to imagine that you can rape your spouse because many people are under the impression that all sexual acts within a marriage are consensual. This misconception may come from places. One explanation is that some subconsciously think that if one is in a committed relationship with someone he or she has already had consensual sex with, then there are no longer any boundaries regarding sex between them. Intimacy is a fundamental part of most romantic relationships and, as a result, is often an expectation. The question, however, is not whether or not a spouse is entitled to expect intimacy within his and her relationship. Rather, the question is whether or not a spouse can coerce his or her significant other into becoming intimate. Nevertheless, the answer is no. It is illegal to force your spouse to have sex. So, if you can be charged with sexual assault and rape within a marriage, what do you think could happen when you're not married? The same thing applies. Just because you expect it, just because it happened before, just because there was flirtation going on, no matter what the case is, no is no. Even body gestures means no. She was dry. She told him. He said she patted herself saying, I'm dry. Like, I can't no more. And what did he do? He flipped her over and still did it. So, sorry people. We just wanted to show you that even being married, where the expectation is you can have sex whenever you want, even in that situation, no, you cannot have sex whenever you want. And guess what? That doesn't mean they get a divorce if she has sex with him or anything. She's just gonna be pissed off, right? She's like, motherfucker, don't do that again. And they get into argument. Then they do lovey-lovey. And then I'm sorry. But the act still happened. The rape still happened. The sexual assault still happened. The only difference in this case is that the wife or the husband is being forgiving of the act. But the act is the act. Moving on. Okay, so now let's break it down. Sexual assault. Sexual assault is basically saying that something's being done to you sexually that you did not want to happen at that moment. Alright? But that doesn't mean that you stop caring for the person. That doesn't mean you stop loving the person. It just means that they did something at that moment that you did not want them to do. Now, after the act is done, you still care. You still go, well, you know something, you try to, move on from it, but it doesn't erase what happened. The assault still took place. But the point we're trying to make is, just because an assault took place doesn't mean the person stops caring. I mean, where you're getting this from? When you feel uncomfortable about something and someone continues to do it, that's where the assault comes in. Because you really don't want to do it, but the other person is now doing it anyway. Does that mean that's it? I hate you forever? No, because it has to go with the degree. You start to try to justify what's going on, and you at the end you try to put it as, oh, okay, I understand, whatever, there was a misunderstanding. But misunderstanding is irrelevant because the act itself was still sexual assault. You could try to explain it away or give reasons behind it, but at the end, it was sexual assault. If you go and stab someone, you can say, well, yeah, but they were angry. Yeah, he did this. But that does not get rid of the stabbing. It still happened. So she cared about him, obviously. It doesn't mean you stop. Alright, so now there's two scenarios where you're saying, well, she was contacting him in regards to, is he alright? Blah, 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 this and that. So why would she do that? Well, there's two possibilities. She cared, and she wanted to make sure he was alright, despite what's going on, or she wanted to make sure he didn't die in her fucking trailer and that would make her insurance go up. What the fuck? Just keeping it real. So, there could be a lot of reasons behind it, but at the end of the day, caring doesn't just go away like that. It just doesn't. Especially when the sexual assault wasn't egregious, right? It wasn't, get them in and slap them and beat them up and force them and tie them down. See, that's something different. But sexual assault can happen in an intimate way. There's different levels, but at the end, it's still sexual assault. No matter how you put it, how it was done, there's different degrees of it, but at the end, it's still sexual assault. So remember that. See, you're thinking sexual assaulted. You're thinking of the extreme. You could be sexually assaulted when you go, no, I don't want to do anything, and they grab your fucking tit. Or they go in there and they grab your tutti. I try. Oh my god. I tried not to laugh. Okay. Woo, the fucking tutti. Oh my god. Okay. Shit. Okay. Alright. So, you were sexually assaulted. They did something to you in a sexual manner that you did not want to do. Was it egregious? Was it, raping and all that? No, that's why rape is rape. Sexual assault is sexual assault. Rape falls under the umbrella of sexual assault. But again, there's different fucking levels of it. And I mean, can't make it clear enough. The example that I just gave, if someone is not feeling up to doing something and you still do it, no matter how minor it is, it's still considered sexual assault. That's it. Why do you think so many auditors go, when an officer goes and touches them, what is the first thing they say? Oh, he assaulted me. He assaulted me. Why? Because the officer touched them when they didn't want to be touched. So it's considered assault. Spitting on someone can be considered a form of assault. Throwing water onto someone could be considered an assault. The law is the law, and it's very fucking clear. If you don't feel comfortable with something and someone does it to you in a physical manner, it is assault. So it's the same way with sexual assault. Do not touch someone if they don't feel comfortable or do not want to be touched. It's considered assault once you touch them. I mean, it's fucking then. There you have it, people. Just remember that. Nothing will take away from whatever happened. It happened. That's it. The reasonings behind it is irrelevant. Alright? It's irrelevant. Come on. So, yeah. Remember that, people. Assault is assault. And all you did was tear down someone for what? The piece of shit that couldn't even get his fucking story straight. When we showed you that last clip, when we showed you he was fucking stumbling when he said that they knock on the door, and Steph asked him and he goes no, and then he goes what? And he breathed this part right here.
She said on the phone, "Oh, did they come and evacuate you?" No. Okay, well you're fine. You'll be fine. It's nothing. Don't worry.
Did they come knock on the door?
Did they come knock? No. Nobody.
Which isn't a thing.
No. But Steph was saying, giving me good advice. Get to higher ground. If you need anything, call me. Don't worry. Stop panicking. I'm here for you. Steph was a friend.
And then he breathed, and he goes, well, Steph did this and helped me, and Steph was real good. You know what that sounded like? He was going to his script. That's what happened there. Everyone has a script where they're going to stick to if certain situations happen, certain scenarios happen. So he went with the script of, well, Steph was good to me and blah, 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 blah. He was just reading the fucking script, not realizing that he's talking to the person that he's referring to.
No, but Steph was saying, giving me good advice. Get to higher ground. If you need anything, call me. Don't worry. Stop panicking. I'm here for you. Steph was a friend.
Because he's talking from a script. He already scripted in his mind, and he's just rehearsing it in front of everyone. That's what we think happened there. Anyway, you can still be sexually assaulted and still care. It's all in how egregious the assault took place.